Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. I hope you like magic tricks because this is a magic review channel. Hey, this is a magic review channel. I review the latest and the greatest. I am blessed to have magic companies, magic warehouses, wholesalers, magicians send me tricks so that I can open the box and tell you exactly what your money gets you. I'm not here to push product. I'm not here to tell you what to buy. I'm only going to tell you what it is that you're buying. Today, we're going to look at the brand new release from Adam Wilber and Vulpine Creations. This is Grandfather's Top. All right, Grandfather's Top, what is it? How does it go? Adam's got a really great story. A really great story, a lot of really cool pattern for this. Basically, it's a little box, and inside the box is a little homemade top. The cool thing about this is right at the very beginning, the spectator can open the box themselves and give you the pieces. So inside the box, there's gonna be a little bottle cap and a little wooden stick, a little wooden dowel. And you just stick those two pieces together and you can spin it and it works just like a fun little top. And while you're putting it together and spinning the top, you're just telling the story about your grandpa and how he used to make these, little fun toys, or you could talk about the advice he gave. Please modify this so that it's true to you, okay? Don't steal Adam's pattern. You probably have a grandpa, right? One or two, or a dad, or an uncle, or somebody that you could make this story about, or just create your own, story that fits your personality. But you have this little top, you're spinning it, and then the magic happens as you make the top either lift from one hand, hover, and land on the other hand. It could be on the table and it could jump off the table and land on your hand. You could make it hit your elbow and go down your arm. It does a couple of different levitation spins, hovers right in front of the spectator, and then the bottle cap top vanishes completely, disappears, and you explain that this whole thing has gone back in time. You can gesture to the box that's still on the table. The spectator opens the box themselves, and the components, the bottle cap and the little dowel, are back inside the box, and again, they could take them out and examine them. All right, so Grandfather's Top. Let's say you pay your $40 to hocus-pocus.com. What are you gonna get? You're gonna get an hour instructional video, okay? 1 hour instruction from Adam Wilber. Inside the main envelope from Vulpine, you'll get the decorative box. The decorative box is gimmicked, and you will also get the gimmick itself, the little top. Now, the top itself is not gimmicked in any way. It really is a little bottle cap and a little dowel. Okay, and if you wanted to, you could find a rusty bottle cap. You could go to a collector store and find like a really old vintage bottle cap and use that, provided you could drill the hole in the top and make the dowel fit. If you could make the toy, right, you still need to make the toy work, but the toy itself is not gimmicked. It will come with the necessary, we'll call it your favorite invisible material. It will come with that as well. Is it what I thought? I kind of thought this would be Adam Wilber's take on a modern version of hover card, really. If you've ever seen magicians like at fairs or amusement parks, they have that little playing card and they spin it and they can make it go from hand to hand or make it go around their body. It's kind of that. It is kind of that. The top acts the same way as the spinning card. So if you're familiar with hover card or have done hover card in the past, I would say this is very similar. All right, so how are the angles? The angles on it are very similar to other invisible levitation material tricks. I'm sure you're probably familiar with it, right? And if you are familiar with it, then you know exactly what it is. Can it be inspected? That's the beautiful thing about this trick, because it feels like everything has been inspected. The spectator can open the box. They could even assemble the gimmick if they wanted to. They could spin it if they wanted to. And at the end, they're going to open the box and find it back inside the box. So there really is these moments, these proving points, where they feel like they inspected it. What's the overall quality and production value of the video? You got Adam There's a couple of different ways you'll see this. He is in the Vulpine Creation Studio. At the beginning, you'll get a picture-in-picture, which is kind of cool. And you'll see his hands as he goes over what's in the box and prepping the box. He'll also talk about prepping the invisible material, and he'll guide you through the fearsome hookup. There is some spooky music that plays in the background. It'll switch over to a single static shot where Adam will perform using visible material so that you can see everything. He'll show you how to get into it. He'll show you how to use the material, and really the material work on this download is extensive. Even if you ended up putting this trick in a drawer and never going back to it, I think just the teaching that Adam gives you on the levitation alone is worth the $40. It's really a great little teaching on using this invisible material. He's going to go through a very slow, full presentation with the actual props, including performance tips. And then at the end, he's going to run through the entire act with patter and show you everything at speed. I also want to talk to you a little bit about the vanish. So the trick is a couple of different things, right? It's a levitation, but it's also a vanish. And those two tricks are completely separate. And it's really up to you how you want to do it. I mean, if you didn't want to do the vanish, I suppose you could do it without the vanish. Adam's going to teach you two vanishes, okay? And he's kind of mentioned a third. The first vanish is very angle sensitive and relies on clothing limitations and you having additional materials. The second vanish, the easier vanish, is something that I think most of us could easily do with items we already have in our magic closet. And I liked the second vanish he teaches better. I liked the easy vanish. Some of the movements with going to reach for the box made sense, and I like that. You could also do a very simple French drop in a ditch if that was your only option, you know? So I think the object is so small that vanishing it should be easy, and you're not limited to any one way to go. You know, do what you like. Do your favorite vanish. Is it well made? I think all the elements he gives you are very well made. The box is beautiful. The props are great. Personally, I wouldn't see any need in using vintage bottle caps, but you could if you wanted to. There's a little bit of an element of DIY built into this where you'll have to do some assembly yourself. Pocket space, everything stays inside the box. The top, the little pieces, the bottle cap, that's all small. But the box that it comes in, the display box, that's a little too big, I would think, to carry around in a pocket. How much practice does it require? Really, the practice is in the levitation and the vanish. So it's not difficult sleights, but I definitely wouldn't go into it cold. I mean, you definitely should practice this and kind of make a little routine. Don't spend a lot of time on the levitation. I wouldn't sit there and let it hover for 5 minutes. Do a couple just so people can see what it is and leave them with more wonder. How much setup and reset is there? You have to be hooked up, ready to go before the trick starts, right? If this is the fearsome hookup, and some of you know what that is, you kind of have to go up to your spectators ready to go. You couldn't have done some other things and then get into this. It's kind of hard with IT work, to kind of do it on the fly. So I would suggest that you're ready to go at the start. The positives for this is, like I said, it's a beautiful story. It's a very original routine. I love his take on hover card. I love the grandfather story. I love the back in time story. I love the little play on words that he does with love and time. There's a lot in there that I think are great. I would say, if you're practicing this routine, it's okay to use Adam's material because you're just starting out, you're just learning it. But I would strongly encourage you to adopt your own story so this has meaning for you. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? Some of us don't love it, right? We don't love it. We don't love working with it. And I think this is an easier hookup than others that are out there. And like I said, Adam gives you some great teaching on working with it. Maybe this teaching could help you get over your fear of it. I don't know. It's possible. But yeah, there's two elements to this trick. Like I said, there's the invisible stuff and there's the vanish. So it'd be asking you, do you see this working into your walk around or your everyday routine? And of course, going out and watching other reviews. Don't just watch me, Don't just watch me. Don't just take my advice. There are other great channels out there. There's actually a lot of channels out there that have reviewed this. I am late to the party, okay? So go watch Tyler Lunsford. Tyler Lunsford did a great review for this. Check out my boy, right? He's out there. Prop Dog Magic. Prop Dog, you can't go wrong with them. They're always honest. They're always straightforward. They're not gonna pull any punches, right? They don't blow smoke. Go watch Prop Dog. Magic World also did a review for this, and Enjoy Magic Review. I think if you watch those, you will definitely know whether this is the trick for you. All right, that's everything I can say about Grandfather's Top. Adam Wilber, Vulpine Creations. Of course, I want to thank hocus-pocus.com for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you want to purchase it for yourself, you can find it for yourself at hocus-pocus.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. But wait, do you want to learn more about the t-shirt I was wearing in today's video? Of course you do. That's from my Teespring store. If you scroll down into the description area, you can click any one of those t-shirt graphics. It'll take you out to Teespring and show you my Magic Orthodoxy apparel. That's right. I've got several different styles and colors and price points to choose from, including my King of Clubs Black Roses exclusive Daniel Schneider tee. If you appreciate what I do, that is a great way to support this channel. Thanks.